All right, what's your name and what camp do you belong to?
Fredric G. Bender, Camp 120 out of Washington, PA.
How long have you been in the Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War?
I've been in the Suns about 4 years.
Do you have a favorite Sons of Union Veterans memory?
My favorite memory in 4 years deals with this display. Last year, I had a stone created for 13 forgotten USCT soldiers, and we dedicated it last November 9th. The genealogist had the names of 13 that we didn't know of. We only knew of 17 in that cemetery. So she and I last year wrote a book. Her name is Hazel Murray, and this is the book. And we were very happy to get the project done in basically 1 year. So that's my favorite memory to date.
Why did you join the Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War?
I was always interested in the Civil War from my first visit to Gettysburg as a boy of 10 years old back in 1957. I went with my mother. We went to the 100th anniversary of the Battle of Gettysburg. And then I've been to a lot of the 125th, the 150th, a lot of reenactments out there. And the Civil War, because of that initial trip in 1957, became a lifelong hobby for myself to be interested in. And I found out as a teenager from my grandmother that I did have a great great grandfather in the Civil War in the 193rd Pennsylvania. So, and in fact, his two brothers that were older fought at Gettysburg. He did not, but one was killed there, Simon Arnold. And he's a unknown in the Gettysburg Cemetery. Yeah.
What would you say to someone considering joining the Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War?
I would think it's a honorable thing to do for your ancestor, or if you're interested as an associate, you'll find a lot of interesting things to do, interesting people. We're not reenactors. We do cemetery work largely, and I think I always feel the presence of my ancestors when I'm out there working in a cemetery or doing something, a project like this. But I enjoy the people and the monthly meetings and that sort of thing.
What do you feel the benefits are of joining the Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War?
I think it builds on your self-esteem is a definite benefit. It builds on your patriotism to the country and to say thanks for all. It's a way of saying thanks for all the soldiers in America who fought for America from the Revolutionary War up to the current, and with a special focus on the Civil War. So I think it's a great benefit to a person. I think to participate, even if they're not a soldier or have never been a soldier, I think it's a great way to participate what in the Civil War what held America together when it was ripping apart.
Do you have any projects that you're currently working on for
I
Civil
do.
War related?
I do. I had written a book about 10 years ago, a historical fiction about a soldier from the North and the South who did get into the Civil War. It's a little deeper than that, but the Southern one came from Lenoir, North Carolina. His company suffered 100% casualties at Pickett's Charge, the 26th North Carolina. And I paired him up against the regiment that fought against them, the 125th New York. And the out of the book, I had one character who I thought I could do more with, and I wanted to either write a small novella about him, and I thought I would like to do a play, my first play. So I wrote a book called Lunch at Lenoir, that's in North Carolina, and it's about a planter of rice from the around South Carolina who had just succeeded from the Union, who goes to North Carolina where they hadn't voted yet on whether to leave the Union. And he's trying to convince people up there, which is a strong Union type area, he's trying to convince people up there to argue with them to leave. It's better to leave the union than to stay in the union. So it's that transition period when South Carolina had left, but North Carolina had not. So that's the focus of this play. And for anyone interested in performing this at a local summer stock theater or anything, I have it on computer file to send out. So it's there.
Very cool. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.